Good work today. We finished P5.
The key to success here at the Glen is consistent speed through every possible turn sequence. Find your rhythm and you'll be fast.
That's why you couldn't hear me. My audio was I don't know, sometimes it just disconnects. We're good now. There we go, let's go. So yeah, should be able to talk to me now. My bad.
Free to go.
Noob streamer right here. Oh, I know what that is. Noob streamer. Yeah, it was sweet. Sweet. My bad. Okay, go, 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 go. 3 laps left. Yeah, sorry about that, boys and girls. Yeah, saying this game kind of shattered because it's only got 20 tracks compared to Forza Motorsport 7, which had 32, and this only has 20. But the turn 10, the makers said they're going to bring out a lot of new cars, a lot of disconnecting happening. It's kind of weird. It was happening when I was playing Call of Duty yesterday. The beta came out on the PlayStation a few days ago, and I forgot that I didn't need to pre-order it to play it. Me and my brother were jamming, and then I think the open beta for all platforms comes out tomorrow. So I'll probably be streaming that tomorrow when I get home from work. Get some headshots in. Oh, it's getting wet now. Holy crap. Whoa. I know what it looks like in the cockpit. Whoa. That's weird. I feel like I'm going really, really slow. You say something, bro?
Yeah, I used to use that camera.
Yeah, I was just saying that to the boys before, and then I realized my mic disconnected. It wasn't connected the whole start of the stream. Yeah, it's pretty immersive. It's good too if you turn everything off, like nothing else. You just have this, because you can... Because some of them tell you the lap time down the bottom. How many Ks each car's done? They got an actual dyno. Pretty sick. I remember that in Gran Turismo as well. You get a brand new car. You have to change the oil and stuff in that as well, and wash the car. That game was the bomb. I can't catch these bastards. Come back. I can't see how far away they are. There's no like splits for the opponents in front.
One more lap.
Only in multiplayer you see the splits. It's kind of weird. Maybe you can turn it on in settings somewhere. I might get one of these for Harry's first car. That'd be sick. For Harry. Yeah, they're pretty sick. Once I learn the tune, I think I'll be able to catch up to the AI because I need that little leeway, little advantage. So they're just too quick. Like in the wet, I'm losing like 3 seconds. And they're just staying the same. I was watching a video yesterday, but I do not remember anything. I don't remember shit. I'll have to write down some notes. You know, front wheel drive needs differential, this, tire pressure. The car weighs this much, you should aim for this much stiffness and dampers and shit. Get Harry a Mopa. Oh, that'd be crazy. We'll build him one. We'll build him one, Mickey. That'd be sick. Get Harry a Mopa.
We finished P8.
Big block. Half Mopar, half rice burner. What the hell would you call that? Have you seen one? I think I've even seen one. A rice par or a mo burner. Mo burn. Yeah, I've got $1 million. I think the max price of the cars in this game are like 450 grand. So they're not that dear. That would be a big rice. Yeah. Yeah, the brown ones. The brown rice are massive. So where are we in the standings? I didn't actually look. Maybe we could find a tune for this. Setup manager. Find a tune, because I need something. It's a lighter car. Grip best for handling. Okay, let's try it. Download and install. See how it goes. It's got to be better than whatever I'm running. Allocate. Cool. The current car setup. We can't change anything because it's locked. If you change one thing, it just goes back to default. I was this close to getting some rums on the way home. I can join your voice chat. Do you have Discord? I do have Discord on my PC. And everyone will be able to hear you because my desktop audio runs through the stream. Don't mind. Yeah, okay. What's your Discord? I'll add you. Mine's the same as my channel, KnIeNoG. What the frick's my Discord? Yeah. The symbol's so small. For sure. My Discord goes through this mic on my headset. Introducing Nitro. Okay, there it is. Oh, disposable hero. Friends. This. Disposable. Capital. Boop. Didn't work. What did I do wrong? Oh, added an A. There we go. Spelling. Two.
That's what it is. That's all full.
That's weird. I didn't get to use Midjourney. Your friend request was sent. Evac. D. Are you? Is that D dot dot? How do I chat? I'm a noob. Oh yeah. I got you. I'm gonna start a call. Minuting, minuting. I'm gonna start my practice while we chat. Bing. Had 5 viewers before, bro. Do you know if you have 3 viewers and you're in the top 1%? There's just so many streamers now.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? So I was in the top 0.5%.
Only a very few.
I hear you. Yeah. Oh jeez, where am I going?
Alright, am I on?
Get raided.
You're on, brother.
Get raided by someone. That'll be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when they.
I'm gonna have to
send
turn my
a-
game audio down because I can barely.
Have you been raided by anyone? Have viewers
Merchant?
come to you?
Merchant. I used to be a Gwent player when I
What?
was playing Gwent. Remember when I played Gwent?
Yeah, yeah. And another thing you can do, say you're finishing the stream and you have a couple of viewers, raid someone. That will incentivize them to raid you back.
Yeah. Yeah. Mickey's in the Discord. Do you still use
I'm a noob.
Yeah.
You're not a
I'm a-
noob.
Yeah, no, I am on Discord, man, because you know I race in leagues and communities and stuff, and some people do their league racing like all their information on Facebook. Some of them use Discord, so because I race in a few leagues with me on me rig and shit. So
Yeah, bloody hell.
Had
Freaking
2 copies.
Mick sounds like Uncle Terry a little bit.
Oh, okay.
is that a good thing or a
Hey,
bad thing?
Mick.
I think it's because we're all
Hey,
from
bro.
West Sydney, so we all sound kind of similar.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know, it's just how we pronounce certain words.
During
I
the-
know.
I think I had a server.
I
Did
see,
you-
I wouldn't even know how to do any of that.
You got your rig and all that set up?
Yeah, bro, I'm sitting in it now.
Oh,
I'm sitting in the rig now.
that's
See,
sick.
that's my
There it
copy.
is. Caps. Yeah, there's mine. Just me.
Well, I'll draft this up.
No, too easy. It's just a bot, pretty much. I've just got a bot that spams when I stream. When did I hook it up?
Oh, it'd be good, like, if
It hasn't even been.
I'm ever watching you stream, I don't have to talk.
Yeah, it hasn't been botting. The last one was on the knife.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what you're talking about with all that stuff. Like you'll have to teach me, bro. Like I need to get the equipment and start streaming myself.
Oh, it's all just a website that I use, because I use this program.
Yeah, but even the camera and shit that you got, like capture
Yeah.
cards, like I got nothing. I got nothing.
Just the PC, or are you just doing the Xbox or PlayStation?
I've got the PlayStation at the moment, but
Oh, that's sweet.
with all these other games coming out,
Man,
like,
you
with
could
my-
even do it on the PlayStation. It's crazy. It's pretty
yeah,
crazy.
you can stream straight from there. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you can stream like. I know you can stream using the PlayStation camera, but it's not got as good a quality as what your camera is.
Yeah, that camera's pretty good.
Yeah,
Where did I get that?
but see the wheelbase and everything that I use is compatible with PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Wow, that's cool. What is it? I need that.
I got a Fanatec. I got the DD1.
Oh, yeah.
Formula,
I know the DD
but I
one.
got the Formula DD1.
Yeah, because like the
So-
base is like Xbox, and then how's the PlayStation bit work? Is that in the steering wheel? I can't remember.
No, so the PlayStation chip is in the wheelbase. The
It's in the
Xbox
wheelbase.
part is in the wheel.
In the
So,
wheel, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. So I've got the Formula one. So it's
I got 'em
the,
mixed
the
up.
Formula one steering wheel and shit. I
Oh,
don't
that's
use the
sick.
Formula wheel.
What do you
But
use?
I ended up getting the endurance button module, so it looks like the Porsche
Yeah,
buttons and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
so I see a lot of
This, like-
people using the McLaren one as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that. But that wheel's getting a little bit sort of long in the tooth now. But
Yeah,
because
it's
I
big up there.
when I bought the endurance module thing, it came with a full circle steering wheel. So I've got at least a Formula wheel and a full circle steering wheel. But the full circle steering wheel, the top of the wheel was sort of blocking some of the information on the screen. So I ended up getting like a U shape. It's like a horse shape. So it's not up the top; it's down the bottom.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, and it mounts to the endurance button module that I use with the paddles and stuff. So I use that.
It's crazy how easy it is to swap it in and out too.
Yeah, it's mad. It's sick. But yeah, I race in leagues and stuff. it's pretty cool. Had a race last night. It didn't go too well because I was practicing really good, but in the race there was 2 braking markers on 2 particular corners that I use, and I was picking the wrong braking marker throughout the whole race.
Yeah. Yeah, if you mess
And,
that up, you're on your whole
Oh
line.
yeah, dude. I was bleeding time. It wasn't until there was 3 laps to go when I actually woke up and gone, fuck, I'm using the wrong braking marker. As soon as I started using the right braking marker, I started catching the people in front of me. So I started 6th, I finished 6th, but I got up to 4th in the middle of the race in the first thing. So I had a really kick-ass strategy, but I was just bleeding time because I wasn't hitting the right marker until I woke up to myself and going, mate, dickhead, it's the wrong one.
Do you tune your cars and stuff yourself?
Yeah, we do tune cars. Some of our races get streamed as well.
That's fine.
So I race in Motor Motion, and we have a supercar series. So it's a Mustang and a Camaro, but they're not group cars. They're like street cars that we've done up into race cars. So they don't brake as good, they don't handle as good, but the chassis are overpowered, but they're a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what you want, because it's something that you can actually put on the road.
Yeah, and we've got to tune them for every race. Like, it's not just BOP type stuff. It's
You
it's
want to
full
get the gears going right.
Yeah, not just that, but toe angle, camber angle, ride height, aero, ballast, brake bias, things like that. Like everything that you can think of, pretty much all the adjustments in the game we use.
Can you save each one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
You need to do that, and you have by the end of the season, you'll have a massive catalogue of tunes, eh?
I've got a couple saved at the moment. I don't try and go too far out that because one's usually pretty close, and we might fine tune it a little bit.
Yeah. Just do a few laps, eh, and be like, I need to muck around with this.
Yeah. Then we do, because obviously we've got a multitude of tyres that we have to use, like a mandatory tyre. It might be hard next week, which means we have to use the hards at least for 1 lap. We can use any tyre, but there's always a mandatory tyre that we have to use.
That's good. That's what they're doing in the Formula 1 now. I like it with the qualifying shootout.
Yeah.
They start on hards, eh, then mediums on the 15, and the softs on the top 10.
Depends on where they've qualified
And the weather as well.
The conditions, the track surface, because some track surfaces are so abrasive, like especially in the Middle East, because in the Middle East in particular, the tracks over there, there's a lot of sand. Yeah, exactly. It gets very abrasive because of the sand that keeps running across the course.
Did you see him sliding around on the weekend? That was fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, that was insane to watch too.
I can't believe there wasn't more crashes. It's pretty impressive, actually.
It was, in particular, how the drivers were coping as well, because some of those guys were nearly passing out through them high G-force turns. Guys were throwing up at the end of the race.
Is that why they took guitar off? Because it wasn't there last year.
I don't know why they took it off last year. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember, because they did race the year before. And the year before,
I actually didn't even notice till it came back. I was like, oh yeah, it wasn't there last year.
Yeah. But the year before, in 2021, they were having massive tyre problems. Like, tyres were just breaking down. The tyres were like literally disintegrating. Yeah, absolutely.
I saw a clip from, I think it was the 2005 Cup, and the wheels were exploding on all the cars, and only like 5 or 6 cars finished. That's fucking crazy. So that was when they were running the Michelin ones, I think.
Yeah, Michelin, that was when they used to have multiple tyre manufacturers, and I remember in Indianapolis in America, Formula 1 went there, and I can't remember if it was Michelin or Bridgestone or whatever, but one of the tyre manufacturers could not guarantee how long their tyres were going to last.
Yeah, because you can't.
So they had
you can't simulate a race like that. That's insane.
No, you can't, but the tyre manufacturers are meant to make a tyre that are meant to last, but also the other side of that equation is whoever makes the track has to make sure that it's safe and durable as well, because what happened on the Formula 1 race on the weekend, they actually had to modify one of the ripple strips, because when they're drifting
which
out
corner
wide,
was it, do you know?
It was turn 12.
Turn 12.
So what they had to do, because they were going out wide in the car, because it's like a fast corner, like it's a right-hander, so you drift out to the left, and because the left-hand side of the car was loaded like from G-force and the way that the car naturally moves when you turn right, or the weight goes to the left.
Yeah, it's fully compressed.
It's all compressed, it's fully loaded, and they've got like this, the ripple strips are like shaped like pyramids, and it's like a sawtooth.
Yeah, that's
So-
crazy. And the pressure
Yeah,
they have is so high.
Absolutely. So what happened was, I can't remember who the tyre manufacturer is for Formula One. I think it's Dunlop, because they use P0s, Dunlop P0s, Michelin P0s. I can't remember. But anyway, the tyre manufacturer, they've had to investigate the tyres and put them under the microscope and said, look, we're going to have to either modify the curb or put in mandatory pit stops for a maximum of 20 laps per tyre. So everyone would have to pit mandatory after 20 laps.
Yeah, definitely.
So what they did was they got the paint out and they painted the ripple strips and brought it in so the track limits were closer to the inside of the track than the outside. So obviously, if you exceed track limits, well, if you don't exceed track limits, which is what you should be doing, is not exceeding track limits, you're not going to go that far out. So there's less chance of the tyre going through that pressure and that torture.
I wonder if that was the corner that the boys kept getting track limits on. I saw a few.
Yeah,
on
that was
hot pens.
that was probably it.
Yeah, because it messes up your line, eh?
Yeah. So they effectively on that turn they narrowed the track. So what they did was before the shootout race on the Saturday night, they had a 10-minute session so the drivers could go out there and see the change and feel the change, because a lot of these guys, it's muscle memory.
Yeah.
Like when they come through turn 11, their braking marker and the marker that they use to turn in, like the visual cues that they use, that's obviously going to be different now.
I could nearly do it blindfolded, eh?
Some guys probably
think
they'd have a crack at some of them.
Yeah, they like meditated, eh? Like, just
Well,
run
I
through
remember
the
they did a
corners.
thing. I remember they did a thing with Daniel Ricciardo about a year ago, and they just had an audio file of cars, of a Formula One car doing a lap. He couldn't see it; was just audio.
Just list that sick.
Yeah, and just by listening to the car, he had to guess what track they were on.
Wow, and he probably got it easy.
He got quite a few of them. Yeah, he got quite a few.
I wonder if
Yeah,
some of
so
them like, I
obviously-
have no idea.
Yeah, well, I had no idea. Like some of them I got, but most of them I didn't. But he was sitting there and he's like, "Yep, that's Monza, that's Spa," and they're like, "Man, that's insane!" Like I've never seen anything like that. Like that was a pretty cool thing that they did with it.
Yeah, they're pretty smart. I like they do beer goggles and make them try and draw a track layout and stuff. That's funny. That's mad.
That's funny.
Should do stuff like that for my stream. Man. That's hilarious. Actually get beer
Yeah.
goggles. Draw Bappus left-handed. Hot top stream.
Have you tried throwing a ball left-handed?
Yeah, no, not yet. I'm doing
Oh, dude. But you are left-handed, aren't you?
that.
Aren't you left-handed?
Oh, I can do both. Amsty.
I thought I remember seeing you left-handed one time.
Same as my nan. She can do both hands too. But she said she had to do both because back in the day, if you were left-handed, they would like smack you with a ruler.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's legit.
That's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
That's freaking racist, man.
Racist.
Those bastards. My little brother's like, I'm an Aaron, I'm gonna go to school. Not school,
Yeah.
work.
Work.
He just got a new job. He's only been there a week.
Yeah.
He's chucking a sick day.
Yeah, right.
I was like, if you work the rest of the week, I'll give you a box of beer.
How old is he?
Oh man, 31 now. I think it's 31. 92 model.
Yeah.
I actually had a 92 Civic. It was the same year as him.
Yeah, right.
It was a little beast, little
But-
1.2 litre carby.
My Chrysler was a 72.
Damn. What was the one you bought?
This one? Yeah, the one that I had up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Chrysler.
That's
Yeah,
the one.
that's the 50. Yeah, it's 72 model.
What was the one you were building when I visited you down Sydney ages ago?
Oh, the white hardtop. Yeah.
That's the hardtop. That's one.
Yeah, that was a 70 model.
That was nice. Man.
Yeah, that had a big block in it too.
What'd you do with that?
Sold it.
You get good money for it?
By today's money, no, but back then it was reasonable.
Yeah, everything's exploded. Have you seen like Supras, even like VTEC
Yeah,
Civics
dude.
and that through the
Yeah,
roof?
it's the COVID tax. It's gone through the roof. And anything with a chrome bumper or two doors, it's just gone ballistic.
That's so weird. I saw a Type R 96 Civic for 60 grand.
Yeah, right.
That blows my mind. I'm like, oh, I should
Yeah.
hold on to my Civic.
Yeah, that's insane. Man.
Someone stole mine and burned it out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was so shattered.
Shit.
That was my
Yeah.
baby.
That's a shit go.
Yeah, that was a shit go.
No, I sold that hardtop because it was only 2 doors and I wanted a 4-door, but I probably should have kept it because of the value of it, but I do miss that car.
Yeah, it was
It's a good
nice.
car, but yeah, but the big block that I've got now shits all over the big block that was in there.
Yeah, I remember it was pretty much all getting put back together when we went down.
Yeah,
Just finishing it off.
yeah. Well, I brought the when I was up there in August. I had the car on the trailer, and I took Harry up and started it for him.
Oh, that's cool.
He loved it. It was loud. Yeah, it was loud, but it sounds tough as fuck.
Oh, that's cool. My mate took him for a drive when he was little in his R33. He doesn't remember though. He was so tiny.
Yeah,
It was a Nismo edition.
yeah,
Oh man, that thing's crazy.
yeah.
I got to drive it, but I drove it like a granny. I was too scared.
Was it a GDR?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Please.
So the 4-wheel drive, 2.6 litre.
yeah, that's the one. The
RB26.
26.
I love the 32s. I like the R32s only because that was my era. You know, like, they used to race the 32s in the Group A series and stuff in the 90s and early 90s.
Which Commodore had the RB in it?
The VL.
VL.
I was the RB30.
I was driving that in the stream yesterday. I
Yeah,
flipped
okay.
it.
My first car was a VL.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
My mate had a VK. It was 4-speed. It was a 4-speed one. Yeah, that thing
Manual?
was, yeah. Oh, it was so chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember we went around a roundabout once, and my mate lost it. We went up the gutter, and the little cap in the steering wheel flew out, and I caught it. You know,
Yeah.
I was
Where was this
sliding
at?
Muscle
Was this
Rock.
down here in Sydney?
I was in
Oh, Muscle
Muscle Rock. It was when I just finished high school. My mate, it was his first car.
Okay.
The VKs were nice. I prefer the VLs too. My dad's got
Yeah.
one down Sydney in Auburn.
Yeah,
It's
okay. Well, I've had 2 of them. I've owned 2 VLs.
It's just sitting in the garage doing nothing. He's got a Jag as well. Shit, I can't remember the model. Shit.
My first VL was an auto. I converted it to manual.
You converted it. Oh man, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Is it easy jog?
The hardest part was the pedals. Because we left the steering column in, so it's a bit fiddly. But I sourced the pedals, the clutch, the transmission, the computer from a wreckers out at Padstow.
Oh, sick.
So yeah, did it in my mate's backyard. That was my first car. That was my first car. The
gotta
hardest
fix-
part, which the
my
hardest
Golf.
part, which what's wrong with it?
It's got a stud stripped on it.
Oh, for your wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's hard to find them because you have to get all the stock parts.
Yeah.
It's freaking annoying, man. I can't find
Try Gumtree or eBay, dude, because a lot of people, what people do on eBay to try and keep their fees down, what they do is they'll wreck the whole car, like a wreckers will wreck the whole car,
Rip
but
it,
they'll
eh?
advertise. Yeah, but what they'll do is they'll advertise a wheel nut for $1, so that they don't pay so much to advertise. And what they do in the advertisement, they say, you know, we're wrecking the whole car. They're only advertising the wheel nut. So, yeah, jump on eBay, man. You might find something. You might find what you're looking for.
I'll have a look on there. I need a new nut for the
30 seconds to restart.
what is it? The seat brace. So I had one of the seat belts. Just wouldn't latch the seat belt. And then I bought a new one. I went to take the seat out to replace it because it's all electrical in the Volkswagen. And then I realized it was just a bit of plastic stuck in the latch.
Mhm.
So I took that out, and then I realized, I didn't even take the chair or anything out. Tried to
Yeah.
put it back in. As I tried to put it back in, I stripped one of the bolts on that too. so I need a bolt for that and a new stud.
There's a common theme here, Dean.
Yeah, wrong size. Wrong size. Well, I lost my lock nut. I don't know where it went. It was in the
Yeah,
back,
okay.
and I got it serviced, and then it was gone.
When you
So-
guys came down, did I have my Skoda at that time?
Yeah, because I remember we was talking about having the same engine,
Yeah,
the
yellow
the,
Skoda,
the
yeah.
2 liter, hey, 2
Yeah,
liter.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it was the
And you-
Octavia RS.
Man, and I felt like yours was better in 6th gear, like smoother.
Yeah, but I had the APR tuning.
That's right.
That was a little weapon, that thing, man.
Man, I love those engines. They're
Mm.
unreal.
Mm. That was a good little car, that.
I've still got it. My brother's borrowed it because he's what's Trent's 4-wheel drive?
Navara.
His Navara broke down. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just one.
The turbo.
Yeah, his turbo's gone.
What up the
Nah, shit else.
Yeah. So his cat's clogged up, and then it backed up his turbo.
How did his cat clog up? Was it EGR or something?
Yeah.
Did your phone?
Sure. Here you go, bro. My brother's gonna chuck his first sickie.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What does he do, afternoon shift or something?
Yeah, he just started, so his body clock's all messed up.
Yeah,
He'll be
okay.
right in a couple of weeks. First couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've done.
Yeah. You gonna stay on night shift?
I've done 8 days.
Or are you gonna get day shift?
I'll stay on night shift.
Stay on night? Because there's more money on night shift.
Yeah.
They get like,
What's his name?
what do they get?
33.
33 an hour, which is not bad around
Day
here.
shift.
Day shift. It's like $4 more an hour. Jesse.
How are you, Jesse?
How are you, mate?
And if I need to get an Uber home, that
Yeah, true.
get an Uber home.
Yeah, he hit me up last night to pick him up at
Yeah.
12. I woke up at 10 past 12. Drove down to, it's about 20 minutes away. But at night when there's no cars, I can do it in about 15. Just cruisy ass. And then drove him home, dropped him off, and then I just started work. I did 10 hours. Worked from
Yeah.
12:30 to 22. And then finished at 10 today. I did 360 Ks a day. Crazy.
Today?
Yeah.
Is this doing your Uber thing?
Yeah. Piece of cake.
Do you do, like, people or food?
People. I started in Logan, then I went to the city, then I went to the airport, and then I went down to Wynnum, Manly, and then back to Mount Gravatt, then back to Logan, and then logged off.
Yeah, my next door neighbour does, used to do Uber Eats. I was talking to him about it yesterday.
My missus does that.
Pretty interesting.
Oh. Wait up.
I'll
Jesse!
send you a photo of me sitting like
Come
what
here.
I see in my rig.
My brother's... Yeah, it's connected to my headset. It's all good.
Shit. Can't really see, there's no flash.
I don't know. It was still connected to my headset. What's that game called that you're playing? Is that Gran Turismo?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I play Green Turismo.
7?
Yeah.
Check it out.
There's not too many, to be honest. And it's mainly all old school stuff.
I think like 500 cars.
Total time to is about half.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton of Gran Turismo. I'm just going to see how many cars I actually own in Gran Turismo.
It's like a while.
Oh,
This game,
I've got 207.
it's like an RPG. Like you have to actually level the car up before you put certain parts on.
Yeah. There's 481 cars in Gran Turismo now.
That's a big collection. It's only getting bigger.
Yeah, they do every so often.
Total time penalty is about a second.
Yeah, when you're on Gran Turismo streaming, dude, let me know. We'll jump on.
Wait, if you get Formula One, what are you looking at? There's a co-op campaign.
Is there?
It's actually pretty cool.
A co-op on Formula One?
Yeah,
What?
pretty bad.
What is that?
They'll do. You can be an actual team. So, I think.
Oh, and do a season as a team.
Yeah, they got a fake team on there. It's called Motorsport.
Yeah.
One of these co-driver.
Yeah.
You just do a season. Races there.
I think they had. I thought it was 21 or 22 this year.
You could check it out having others.
Yeah. And when you think about it, they have a winter break in the middle of winter, like European winter, where they take like 3 weeks or a month off. So really, that only leaves, 11 months to do racing. But they don't start their season until March. So really, they've got, March till December is 9 months. Take a month off in the middle. That's 8 months that they've got to do all those races. Like, it's pretty hectic. Yeah. I think, to sort of lessen the workload, they should probably start in February. But like starting 3 months into the year, that's a late start really for anyone. Yeah, well, next year it's in November.
Yeah, that's so
Like
sick.
Yeah. Some of the guys got so quick after that race. Like Esteban Ocon was vomiting in his helmet for like the last 3 or 4 laps.
I saw an interview with Stroll. He said he was mate.
Yeah, he was passing out. Yeah,
Great.
because he was so exhausted, and the G-forces, like those things combined, was nearly making him pass out. Yeah, especially on those flat-out corners, man.
That track's pretty fun. I did a couple of laps on yesterday. I
Yeah.
had a challenge with beat Verstappen's time. I was
Yeah.
getting 2-3 seconds. It was so fast.
Yeah.
Like, I'd get to the 3rd turn and I'm already a second.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Is there any other views? Yeah. There's some good deals going on, like on Facebook Marketplace and stuff. Like guys that are selling complete rigs, like turnkey rigs. Some people are selling wheels and stuff. It's
I'm gonna get my tax back.
yeah. What are you going to get?
Probably yours, eh? DD.
Yeah, mine's a DD1. So
That setup sounds perfect because I can use it.
yeah, but not all DD1s can do it though. Not all DD1s can do it. Yeah, if you can get pretty much anything that can do PlayStation can do everything.
Yeah, true.
Whereas most of them are only Xbox and PC. So even if you get a DD Pro, which is a smaller version, like their sort of entry-level type direct drive setup, if you get the DD Pro, you will do PlayStation, Xbox and PC. But the DD, whatever they call it, the not Pro, that can't do PlayStation. Yeah, so if, like the one that I got is like was worth like $3,000 or something like that at the time. It's the 20 Newton meter thing with the Formula steering wheel, with the blue Alcantara grips and stuff. And I only got it because Fanatec don't really do sales. Like when they have like Black Friday and Cyber Monday and that.
Yeah.
They don't really do those sales. They don't really sort of get in on it. They just their price is the price 365 days of the year, right? But last year, they got on the sales, and the DD Pro, which was like the cheaper version, the one that I wanted, that was actually designed. Fanatec actually designed that with Polyphony Digital, and that's why you've got like the steering wheel looks like a proper Gran Turismo steering wheel. It's got the GT logo and all that on it. Yeah. So they were doing that, but their website kept crashing, and then when I finally got on, they were sold out because what Fanatec do, they're set up in 4 corners of the globe. So obviously, being in Australia, I was looking on the Australian Fanatec website, and they were sold out. And I was talking to the boys that I raced with because I'd only just joined a league at that point, and a few of the boys are right in tune with it. They're like, man, like what Fanatec did, because they sold out the DD Pro.
Once more. Finish strong.
What they did was with the DD1 formula, the what is it, the podium formula DD1. So it's got the wheelbase and the Formula One steering wheel together. You can't buy that steering wheel separate. It only comes in this bundle with the wheelbase. But it's only the wheelbase and the wheel. And what they did was they acknowledged that they were selling out, and they sort of didn't really want people going to their competitors. So what they did was they reduced the price of the DD1. But what they did was they bundled it with the V3 pedals, which is a load cell pedal, and they reduced it again. So it was about, well, together in normal prices, you're looking at about $3.5 grand for the wheel, the wheelbase, and the pedals. I paid $2,200. Hey, that's massive. That is massive discount. No, I wanted the DD Pro, but it was sold out. But I had to upgrade because they were sold out. So, but luckily, because they sold out, they reduced the price and bundled it and reduced it more. So yeah, it is very cool. I got it at a really, really good time. And at the same token, Truck Racer, which are an Australian company that makes chassis and rigs and stuff, they were working with the Alpine Formula One team to create a tubular chassis called the TRX. That's the that's the one I got. Yeah, I got the TRX. It fucking is, man. It's so easy to adjust, and the blue on the frame, like photos don't do it justice. Like this, the seat has the Alpine livery on it, but it's like from 2 years ago because that's when it was being developed. It's mint, dude. Like I absolutely love this rig. It is so good. It is so good. And but I was going down that rabbit hole of chassis and wheels and pedals and wheelbases and monitors. So I ended up getting a Gigabyte I think it's a FV43U. It's a 43-inch gaming monitor, and that mounts to the rig. So everything is mounted to the rig. Like, so I ended up getting some caster wheels from Bunnings and put them in, so I can literally move my rig around, and everything that I need is attached to it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's mint.
My friend he's attached to a desk. So
Yep.
he never works. If he's playing a shooter or something, he just plays around.
Yeah, I do the same sometimes. Like, but with the DD1, it's got the quick release, so I can take the wheel off, and the wheelbase is still mounted to the chassis. Because sometimes, like if I do liveries and stuff in Gran Turismo, sometimes I'll go and get some food and I'll come and sit down while I'm doing a livery or something. And the steering wheel just gets in the way, so I just take the steering wheel off and sit it to the side. Okay, message failed to send. Yeah, resend it. I'll try sending you a photo of my wheel and shit. Yeah, so I play a set of Corsa too sometimes.
Oh, dude, like, use an old Ford. That's...
Yeah, dude, like when I got my chassis, when I got my rig, because the rig came from one place and the seat came from a different place. So I actually got the rig before the seat. So I've got 2 SAS racing seats in storage.
Yeah.
So I got some pieces of timber and drilled holes to mount the seat to that and then mount that to the rig. So I actually was using, because I didn't want to have this rig and everything set up and not use it, So I'm like, fuck this. I went to my storage unit, got a racing seat out and mounted it to the rig, and I was using that until the proper seat rocked up. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
There's one there for $8 grand, and it's like a super ultra wide.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, yeah, what one did you get? I'll look it up.
I got the Gigabyte I think it's the FV, like F for Fred, V for Victor, 43U or something. Or it's AORUS, like that's the model. And then the size is the FV43. Pretty sure it's an FV43U or something. I got mine from ScorpTech because you can get it on Amazon. They wanted like $1,300, but ScorpTech had it for like under $1 grand.
Wow. Pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're running for about 600.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
43 OLED for my consoles.
Yep.
It was the first HDMI 2.1, I think.
Yep.
120 hertz with the HDMI.
Yep.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, this goes to 144 hertz. It's 4K. It's got what is it, the KGB as well, whatever it is, or, where you can use your mouse and stuff. If you're using multiple devices, you can have the mouse and everything running through the TV, so you don't have to keep reconnecting your mouse and keyboards to the.
That is so cool.
Yeah, like what's that? There's a name for it though, like keyboard, mouse, and whatever it is, like KMG or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's got 2 HDMI ports, optical ports, so I've got my laptop and my PlayStation hooked up to it. So I can do everything sitting here.
I didn't know some monitors did that.
Yeah.
Good monitor. That right. HDR
Mate, it is.
As well.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
How many
Like I was going down that rabbit hole and I'm watching reviews and stuff on it on YouTube and stuff, and so the people that were saying, oh look, it's a good monitor but it's not the best, and when they were comparing it, they're comparing it to like 32-inch monitors and 27-inch monitors. I'm like, I'm not using that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're tiny, so naturally the smaller the monitor, they're going to be a bit better with refresh rates and like just the way it looks. But I wanted something a bit bigger because I race, like I want a good field of view,
Mine's tiny, the one that I use for my stream.
Yeah. So this 43-inch, dude, is absolutely mint. It is absolutely perfect for what I want. I tried testing a curved monitor, like one of them Samsung G9s, whatever it is, and it was just messing with my head, dude. It was like vertigo or something. It was just messing with my head, and I just couldn't get my head around it. Like it was like when I looked at through 3D glasses, it was just like messing with my head type thing. You know what I mean? So that's why I went with a flat screen, and I love it. I love it.
It takes a while to get used, because I was using when the curves first came out. I think I got a 55-inch when I was playing Call of Duty. When I started streaming, that's when I got the widescreen. But I didn't know consoles couldn't do widescreen then. But I learned by trial and error. And I got this one that I'm using, the smaller one, the 27-inch, 144 4K HDR. But I don't use the HDR too much because some games aren't compatible with it on the PC.
Yeah.
So it looks weird, like really, really bright.
Yep.
So I turned it off, but most games are compatible now, so I might turn it back on. Ooh, I see the CS Lite. No, CSL Elite. They're like $200.
Yeah, that's a belt-driven one.
Yeah.
What they're getting a bit long in the tooth now.
Yeah, gotta. I wonder when they're bringing out their new ones.
I'm looking here, obviously in Sydney though. There's a guy here selling a DD Pro. I think it's the 8 Newton meter one as well. For 850. That's just the wheelbase though.
What's the pedals you got?
The V3s.
Yeah.
Fanatec
They look
V3.
cool, man. They look cool.
They are cool, man. They're very cool. I mean, look, there's some really, really high-end gear out there, but not all the high-end gear is compatible with console. Yeah. So when you look at the stuff that is compatible with console, like Fanatec's the best.
My mate's got a cheapie that he's selling. I was thinking about grabbing it. Just to have something while I save up.
Yep.
Because saving for a house as well at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I went and looked at Display Village on the weekend. Oh man.
Yep.
Makes me want to build, eh?
Yeah.
And there's lots of government things on. Like you get, I think it's 35 grand to build and 25 for first home buyer because we haven't bought a house yet. That's a big chunk of money.
That is, man.
We
that
just,
is.
Just
and
need
the
to get.
Government really need to do something.
Yeah, just need to get 5% for a deposit. So like, just 5 or 10 away from that, and we're sweet.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Yep. What area?
Probably between Harry's place.
Yeah.
Here and Meadowbrook. So that'd be a big. I wouldn't mind going out bush a bit towards Logan Village, Yarra Bilba. Jimboomba
Yep.
way, but I don't know. It's a bit
Yep.
it's a bit out of the way for the kids to get to school because they're nearly done. All the bobs will be in high school in a year or two. So I don't know. Don't want them to move schools when they're nearly
Yep.
finished. Could
Yeah,
even
fair
just
call.
save hardcore for another year or two.
Yeah, get that little bit in front.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be good to have enough, but if you can get a bit more,
exactly. Get
yeah,
one step in front of the other, and then
yeah. And
Just-
you could even use that towards the house, or just not even. You can, yeah, even if you've got a bit more saved, just use what you need to for the house, and just keep that as like a bit of a cushion in the bank type thing, just in case
Yeah.
you need it. You know?
yeah, and then my nan always called it an Easter egg. Just,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
You need that security, eh?
yeah. You do, man. You do. I guess no birthday. Yeah.
I hate this track. I need to tune this. It's understeer is crazy.
I haven't played Forza, so I don't really know the characteristics of it.
It's kind of it is a sim, but it feels arcadey as well.
Yeah.
But the physics engine they use, they've updated it so much. It's pretty good. You don't have to worry about the curbs as much. Like you can smash them. Like if you did that in Gran Turismo or Formula 1, you would spin out.
It looks really glitchy.
This car, man.
Like, I don't know if there's something going on with your frame rate or something, but what I'm looking through on your stream, it looks really glitchy.
Does it look choppy?
Yeah.
Oop, off the track. Oh, it does, eh? I just had a little sneaky peek.
It's only just started doing it. It wasn't doing it before.
Yeah, I can see my CPU. CPU's jumping up to like between 7 and 9%. It might be because my missus is working at home today,
Oh, okay.
so we're all on the internet. It's
Yep.
moving my bandwidth.
Are you hardwired or Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I just upgraded too as well to like business broadband.
Yeah.
But still, man, when you got like 2 connections in one room, and then I think every room has an Xbox and a PC or something.
Yeah.
Just it messes it up. Yeah, it looks choppy as. I'm like trying to. There's 2 things I can do. I can lower the bit rate, or I can increase the processing. But I'm pretty sure I've already increased the processing, so I have to drop the bit rate. I'll put it down. It's sitting at 6,000 bit, which will make the picture pretty clear, but you can have issues like this if you don't have a high enough upload speed. It's hard to get a high upload speed. You pretty much have to pay like $200-300.
Yeah, it's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah, with Aussie broadband. Like I'm paying about $120 a month to just get like 20 upload, but yeah, as you get more people working in the house, it's just not enough. Maybe when I buy a house, I'll get that next tier up. Hopefully, it's cheaper by then. We couldn't get business broadband like 3 or 4 years ago
Yeah, right.
in residential.
What was that symbol at pit entry there?
Oh, that's to like let you know that you can enter the pit there, and it's automatic as well. You just once you hit that symbol, it just takes over.
Like a cutscene type thing?
Yeah, I'll go into it after this. I'll show you. After this stream, I'll lower my settings. Hopefully tomorrow's stream not so choppy.
Yeah, let me know when you're jumping on.
Sweet. It's been playing up. I've been tweaking it every now and then. Because I put it back up because it was running smooth. I was like, oh, maybe I can bump it up. It's good. It's good to know when it's... And maybe resetting the modem before I stream will help as well.
Yep.
Do you have connection issues playing with the boys? With
Nope.
Gran Turismo?
Nope.
Man, I was playing the Call of Duty beta yesterday, and it was... One game would be really good, then one game I'd be like spawning outside the map and shit. It was that bad. It was really weird. I clipped some of the pictures, so I'm gonna upload them. I'll send you them. Yeah, there's that symbol. You go in and just... Oop. Overshot. I thought it was gonna take over, but it didn't. Well, you'll see it. See me miss the lane?
Yeah. Oops.
That's pretty funny. I was like, yeah, it should take over, and it didn't.
Next Monday.
Like, might not in someone's face. Man, I wonder what penalty I'll get for cutting that lane. Because if you do that in Formula 1, man, you get grilled, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're so strict.
Yeah, they have to be, man. Because that's dangerous.
Yeah, you can kill someone, eh? They're gonna fly
Absolutely,
around
you can.
that straight. Because nearly every track has a straight on the start line, eh?
Yeah. But you are understeering so badly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But you're not slowing down enough. So I'll give you some tips.
Is this front wheel drive? This is front wheel drive, eh?
Yeah, it could be.
So if I'm gonna tune a front wheel drive, I need... What about
Brake
tire
bias
pressure?
to the rear, dude. Brake bias to the rear.
Brake bias to the rear? What about this? Oh, I don't think I have racing suspension in this, so I can't adjust.
Well, it depends. See, I don't know the characteristics of that game, so
Yeah,
I haven't played it. But because it's front wheel drive, you're automatically going to start wearing your tyres quicker than you normally would because it's front wheel drive. That's where it gets its traction from. So to try and save the tyres, you don't want to overload the car with too much braking force as well as traction. So you try and move a bit of your brake ballast to the rear to sort of give your front tyres a bit more chance to survive a bit longer.
Yeah. I need to stop gunning it on my first lap. Just like get a feel for the car on the track.
Yeah, I would sort of get your technique right first and then start tuning. Like you only just started the game. You know, I don't know what settings do you have in the game. Like when you're in the game now and you pause it, what sound settings can you adjust?
Let's have a look. Skip these. I think I've got ABS and stability on.
No, I mean for sound, like what you can hear.
Oh, sound.
Yeah. This might sound stupid, but we'll have a look and I'll explain.
Okay. Audio?
Yep. Here you go, audio.
Voiceover, voice chat, music, sound effects, player engine, tire, opponent, car, impacts and environments. Oh, and HUD.
Yeah, go audio. Player engine. Turn your engine down a bit.
Engine.
You want to leave your tires up, and this is what I'm getting at. So if you can hear your tires squealing, you're going too fast.
Yeah, that's true because you're losing traction.
Not just you're losing traction, but you're wearing them out. You're overheating them. Like when it comes down to simulators, you know, you'd think that they're trying to simulate, you know, real world events. So try and get, you know, obviously you need to hear the engine to a certain point, so you know when to shift and things like that.
Yeah.
Opponent's car, you know, you want to be able to hear them just in case, depending on what view you use, you want to be able to hear that they're there if you can't see them, because like in Gran Turismo, I use bumper cam right up the front.
Yeah.
I don't use chase cam like what you were just doing. So in Gran Turismo, when you're on bumper cam, you have a rearview mirror at the top, which is like, so you can see behind you. But also in your HUD, you can change like,
need to do that.
Bro,
um,
bro,
radars and stuff.
guess what?
Yeah.
Hold it up to this.
Look at this. Where did it go? Okay, where's my camera? You see this? It just got announced. Oh, it's pretty small. Makachev vs Volkanovski 2 announced.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. October
Mate,
21st. What the hell?
What? That's only like a week away.
Yeah, it's like 10 days away.
They've only announced it now.
Yep. Apparently Charles is injured, so Volk said, I'll fight him in 10 days. And then Makashev's like, okay. What the hell? They only just started camp. Because they were supposed to fight in December, weren't they?
My photo isn't coming through. It keeps coming up, didn't send, like retry.
That's so weird.
You haven't received any pictures from me, have you?
Let me look. I've got the wheel and the monitor in the background.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah.
well, for some reason, I'm trying to send that again because it kept coming up, failed to send.
And there's like a little phone holder?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so that's an old phone that I've got, and I think it's an iPhone 6S or something. So I use that. I've got an app on there that uses your IP address.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And I went to Super Cheap Auto and got one of them suction cap phone holder things that has a magnet on it. So
yeah,
I've got a sort of suction cap to the top of the DD, the wheelbase, and I sort of positioned it so I can still rotate the steering wheel on my fingers and that won't hit the phone.
That's sick.
Yeah,
that's really handy.
Because Gran Turismo will tell you, it'll tell you your tyre wear, but it doesn't tell you your temperatures, because when you get your tyre in a certain temperature, if you can keep your tyre there and look after it, you can obviously go faster, because when you overheat the tyres, you go a bit slower because they're greasy, they're slippery. So it'll show you things like that.
Let's see if I can hear these.
Yeah, so what I would do is I'd tinker with your sound settings, like because in Gran Turismo, I've got everything turned down, even though you can still hear it, and it doesn't sound like much, but I've got my tyres turned all the way up because that's what I want to hear. You know, and obviously,
can you feel? You can feel it in the steering wheel as well, hey?
Yeah, absolutely, you can. Yeah. And depending on the game, you can even feel it in your brake pedal and your accelerator as well, because they've got the rumble as well.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's like a vibrating thing that rotates, like a gyro thing. So
can you feel the strips in the accelerator and the braking as well?
Depending on the game, not every game supports it.
Okay.
That's mainly the PC stuff does. But for example, like Assetto Corsa, I can feel it in that.
Man, that'll mess you up in strips.
No, it's brilliant, dude. Like it's full feel. Like even like for example, if I brake too hard in Assetto Corsa, and if I lock up, you can feel that you've locked up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, on the brake pedal, you can feel it. It's mad. It's so good. Gran Turismo doesn't quite support that. The rumbles in the pedals.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah, but you can feel it in the steering wheel. Like if you're say you're going through a right-hander and you get on the gas too much, you can actually feel the steering wheel like you're losing traction, like you're understeering because you're on the gas too much. So it's very feel-orientated. I mean, you can have the best simulator game in the world, but it's not quite real. Yeah, you still rely on other senses.
Sound, feel.
Yeah, there's no G-forces and things like that. You know what I mean? Even though you can get motion, so when you turn and things like that, but there's nothing that. You know, when you brake, you're not tilting forward, and you're feeling like yes, the motion will make you tilt forward, but you're not feeling the G-forces, the negative, the positive Gs. So, you know, I don't know if in my lifetime they'll ever have a true, real-life simulator, but in terms of graphics and characteristics and physics, they're getting better and better and better.
Yeah, they're getting pretty close, eh?
Yes.
It's all software side of things now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They look pretty good.
Mm.
Man, some of those Assetto Corsa mods are insane.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing a lot of modders make VR, like so it tracks your hands.
Yeah.
You can even like say you have the center console in a car, you can interact with it in VR in the game. That's crazy. Like you know, you change your song in the car, you can do that in the game. Just like mucking around with the center console.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, I saw a dude doing it the other day, and I was like, okay, things are leveling up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'll be my next goal. Make a VR setup.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
Yeah, a few of the guys that I race with use VR.
I've got a VR headset, but it's playing up at the moment. It just won't launch.
Yeah, okay. I've got the PlayStation VR, but it's the VR 1, not the VR 2.
Yeah, VR 2 looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
Are you thinking about getting it?
I don't know, because when I did get my VR, I had my PlayStation 4, and it's the PlayStation VR, and it came with a little box thing so you can use it for a PlayStation 5, but apparently Gran Turismo 7 doesn't support that.
Oh, that sucks.
VR. So if you want to play Gran Turismo 7, you need VR 2 apparently.
How much do they cost? Like $600?
I'm not sure. Like it was close to $1,000 when they first came out, like 800 and something, 900 and something.
Probably like 600 American.
Yeah, but that was when they first came out. Don't know what they are now. But even still, like when I got it, I was playing Gran Turismo Sport on the PlayStation 4 with the VR, and you don't have a choice. It's cockpit view. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
But I did a lap around Bathurst in the AMG, and man, let me tell you, if I lasted any longer than what I did, I was reaching for a bucket.
Yeah, I've heard that's why I got the VR headset I got, because you can adjust where your eyes are, like you can go wider or more in,
Yeah.
and then you can also go further away or closer. And that really, man, you should see Harrison on that thing. He played for like an hour straight and won't even get woozy. He's like playing games where you're flipping around, like you're a gorilla and stuff. Playing tag, swinging on ropes. It's insane. He doesn't even get
One of my mates that I race with, I actually got to visit while I was up there. He lives about 8-minute drive from Harry.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
So I got to meet him, and he raced. He's actually made his own rig out of timber.
Oh, I've got a friend that's done that. He plays a set of Corsa religiously.
Yeah, okay. Like he's like a builder, carpenter type thing. Like he used to work at Movie World and build like sets and stuff for Movie World and shit like that.
So he's a bit legit.
Yeah, and we call it the MDF 2000.
That's sick.
It's mad. And I jumped in it, but he's got the DD Pro, which is the smaller direct drive from Fanatec. But he's got his force feedback settings turned right up. Let me tell you, dude, like. And it's only 8 Newton meters. Like the maximum you can get out of a DD Pro is 8 Newton meters, whereas mine can go up to 20.
What do you use on yours? Do you go all the way up, or is it just too much?
No, I don't know. I haven't even tampered with mine that much. Like I've just adjusted the force feedback settings in the game. My steering wheel and all that's pretty light. And when I jumped in his, like his steering wheel is really heavy. I'm like, oh, pardon me. But having the force feedback settings as heavy, you get more detail in the road and things like that. So I really want to start playing with the force feedback settings on the unit itself, not just the game settings.
Yeah. I've heard with Forza, a lot of people have to muck around with their settings to get it to feel right. Like out of the box, it's not that great.
Yes, and that'll be the same with everything, because everyone's feel is different, you know. I don't mind the way that I've got mine set up, but I could probably use making it a little bit heavier than what it is, because with the DD1 it comes with a chip, so in order to unlock the full 20 Newton meters you need to put this little chip in the back of it, otherwise it's set at 15 Newton meters maximum, but obviously to get the benefit of 15 Newton meters maximum you've got to play with the settings to get it to the way you want it. Exactly. But mine's set very, very, very light at the moment, and that's only because that's how I'm used to, because I just got it out, plugged it in, and I started racing with it. And when I first started using the steering wheel and that, like I was racing in leagues, but I kept looping out because I'm getting on the throttle. Like it's not, okay, we drive cars every day, but it's different. Yeah, like I kept looping it and it took me a bit of practice to get used to it. And I got used to it. And I'm, a lot better now than I was before.
Yeah, and you got, like you said, it just takes practice, and once you figure out how you like it, then you can start tweaking. I've
got a mate down in Adelaide who got a rig, not not like mine. Like he got a Logitech, I think it is G29 or something, and a little play seat chassis thing.
That's the one my mate wants to palm off to me. The G29.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it is that the PlayStation
Yeah.
one, or is the G28?
It can.
the PlayStation?
I don't know, but I know that one I'm pretty sure can use on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But he got his steering wheel set up and everything at about the same time I did. So, but he kept reverting back to the controller because he wasn't getting used to it. He was getting frustrated. I said, no, man, there's only one way. That's just to use it and get used to it because you don't want to spend all that money and
It's
not
like
use
mouse
it,
and
right?
keyboard. It took me about a year to get because I was playing on controller forever.
Yeah.
Playing first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Because I played first-person shooters for so long, I was like, I'll just play first-person shooters until I get used to it. It took about a year.
Yeah.
I reckon once I get the wheel and have the clutch and the pedals and the shifter, oh, sweet. Just keep using it until I get used to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the way to do it. Is you don't use it to get used to it because if you don't use it, you get used to it. It's like riding a bike,
Yeah, exactly. Just every week.
Yeah.
A couple of sessions every week.
Yeah, well, I got to a point where that's all I was using. I sort of forced myself to do it, and I love it. Like I couldn't imagine. Like I had a crack 3 nights ago on a controller, just did a little 3-4 lap race on Gran Turismo.
You're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, man, it was
Your lap
so
time's
different.
terrible.
I won the race, but I don't really recall looking at my lap times. But your braking markers are different because on the controller I use the joysticks. Like the left joystick is to turn left and right, and the right joystick is to accelerate and brake.
Ah, I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, whereas a lot of the guys use the triggers.
Yeah.
Like they use the right trigger to accelerate, the left trigger to brake.
There was a Colin McRae game that was default like that. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why I started doing it. And my triggers are my shifters, like up the down gear, because I always use manual.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to the triggers because I used to race like that too.
Yeah, I couldn't get used to the triggers, man. I just couldn't. I tried doing it on the PlayStation controller because the triggers are progressive. So, if you only pull the trigger in slightly, you're only going to accelerate slightly. It's not as if if you touch it, it's full acceleration. Like it's proper progressive.
Yeah. And you can feel the tension too, hey? Sometimes. Pretty weird.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You can turn the settings up and strong or weak or whatever, and same as your braking.
When you go off the track, hey, and then the tension releases. It feels so weird when that happens.
Yeah, because you've got no traction and shit. Yeah, it just free spins.
It took me a while to figure that out. Like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
Just turn it off.
But ever since I'm on a rig now, my tyre wear is a lot better. My lap times are better. There's more consistency because when you're braking and turning on the joysticks, there's not much. When the joystick is in a neutral position, only 50% of the throw is accelerating, 50% of the throw is braking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when the joystick is in a neutral position and you push it forward, that's that 50% of the throw of the joystick is 100% acceleration. And then when you go from the center of the joystick backwards, which is only half the movement of the joystick, that's 100% braking. So to try and brake at 80-90%, it's very tricky because you're either full accelerating or full braking because the movements are so small. So because you're going 100% braking, you're locking your tyres up, you're burning your tyres. So the tyre wear was pretty extreme.
Yeah, you'll see that on my stream because down the bottom you'll see the throttle and the braking. It's pretty much just 100% either way.
Oh, you're on a control, obviously. Yeah. What do you want, Xbox now or PC?
Xbox now. Because, my PC does not like streaming and playing this game at the same time. Other games, it's okay. But, man, I don't know what it is, but Forza just destroys my CPU. The stream is so... the game is choppy, the stream's choppy.
3 to go.
Just does not like it.
So did you get into racing games before this? Because I know before you said you were FPS and all that stuff.
Yeah, I used to play the original Colin McRae Rally with my uncle on the PS1 and the Gran Turismos.
Yeah.
And then when the Xbox came out, I got into Forza. But my first game was WRC.
Yeah, okay.
That game was sick. Playing in Australia in the dirt, oh man.
Yeah.
One wrong mistake, man, your car's flipping around into the tree. That game was sick. Can't wait to get my VR going and get a wheel and play that game again.
Yeah.
Rally in VR is scary, man. I got a video clip of my nephew coming over to play, and he just when the VR was working, we were playing just with the, I think it was the Xbox Elite controller, and he just missed the turn and he just started like death rolling. Did like 20 rolls, man, and then he had to lay down on the ground because it was so sick.
Yeah.
From the motion, I couldn't stop laughing. It's amazing. I have to find it. I've got like 3 terabytes of recordings there though, so it might take me a while.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I've been recording everything for like 3 years since I built this PC.
Yep.
And I've been saving for my new one. But I'll probably build that in 2 years, I reckon.
Yep.
It's going to cost a bit, I reckon. By the time the next gen GPUs and CPUs come out.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. Oh man. Can't wait to see what they bring out. 'Cause they're just getting better and better.
Yep.
Monitors are amazing already. That monitor you got's that's a beast.
It's sick, dude. It is so good. Like when I'm racing, it dead set looks like you're watching a movie.
Yeah, it's so clear, eh? 4K, nothing beats 4K.
And now PlayStation 5, they did the upgrade to, I think, 120 hertz.
Yeah. Oh,
Like a couple of updates ago.
that's the one thing I'm not too keen on this. This only goes up to 60. And after playing with Gran Turismo 7 at 120 and on my other monitor, yeah, it feels so weird. It feels weird, man.
Yeah.
It feels like you're watching one of the, you know, those old school cartoons where it's choppy?
Yep.
It feels like that.
Are you talking about Forza, you mean?
Yeah. After playing on 120 hertz, it's hard going back to 60.
Yeah.
It's so weird. That's the only gripe I've got. But it's smooth.
Okay.
But it is smooth.
Yeah.
There's no skipping or anything. It might have been skipping on the stream, but the monitor I'm looking at, it's pretty smooth. Shit. I can't catch this guy. Second it is. I think this will get me podium though, like in the total series. I think each series in this, or each cup, has like 5 races. So if you stay in the top 5 throughout the whole series, you should come in the top 3. Because the AI is weird. Like, they're very unpredictable. Just show that. My tires are worn. And this is the first time they've had pits and stuff in Forza. They've never had pitting before.
Yeah.
You don't really use them, the pits. Well, I haven't yet. The races aren't long enough yet. This is like a pair of softs will last you about 6 laps, and most of the races are 5 laps, so you can use softs the whole race.
Yeah.
Shit, this mini's catching.
Well, I don't have Forza like I was saying, but next time you're on Gran Turismo, let me know.
Yeah, that was
And
sick.
I'll give you a bit of coaching and stuff on how to set up and what does what and a bit of technique thing, because the basics of what I can teach you, you can carry over into this.
I think I have a bit of credit, so I'll be able to buy your whole setup, like your car. Put all the upgrades on. That'd be cool.
The car? Which car?
Which one are you racing with the boys?
Oh, dude, I race many. I race heaps.
You got heaps?
Oh, yeah, dude. Group 3 cars, Group 4 cars, street cars. Like, I only use probably 6 cars because it depends on the series that I'm racing in. Like, there's TCR at the moment. Like, I'm racing in a TCR series. I'm racing in a supercar series. I race in a few different leagues, so there are different series in different leagues. You know, one league that I raced in, it was a Group 4 car on a Tuesday. But that was BOP. There was a Group 4 on a Thursday with tuning. Then on a Friday night, it was Group 3 endurance. Then in the other league, they've got a couple of series that I race in that league as well.
Man,
Yeah.
I just finished the race. I came second, and I missed out by third by 2 points.
Oh,
So I'll just go on to the
Really?
next one. I might do some multiplayer. It's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool. You definitely need a tune in multiplayer because everyone uses Group 3 cars, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll just be oversteer and understeering depending on the car. That'll be
So
fun.
your ability to tune cars, does that get unlocked the further into the game you go, or do you just get that straight off the bat?
You get it off the bat, but you can only do certain tunes depending on what parts you have. So you can't do suspension until you get racing suspension. You can't do the gears until you get a racing
Yes.
gearbox.
So you unlock that stuff the further you go, yeah?
Yeah. As you level the
Yeah,
car
okay.
up, you unlock stuff.
Yeah.
I can't
So
actually look.
what's the easiest way to level up? Is it to race online, or is it to do these AI races that you're doing?
Either. They're pretty similar. But I find you'll probably do more laps in the AI because you get the practice runs. And
Yep.
they have those little speed gates or section gates. So
Yep.
you get experience for getting faster and faster through those little sector gates. So I
Okay.
find you might level up a little bit quicker in the AI, but with online there's more laps.
Yep.
It's more competitive. So you're
Yep.
getting more overtakes. Like with the AI,
Mhm.
you'll overtake them and you can hold them off. You can just block them. But
Mm.
when you're racing other people, they'll smash you.
Yeah.
Make one little mistake, they're gone. Oh,
And that's half the problem with racing online with players, because some,
so
Oh,
good, eh?
well, it depends, because
Featured multiplayer. Here we go.
there's some people are gamers, some people are racers, and there's a difference between the two.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
when you race in a lobby with racers, you'll get a good clean race. When you race in a lobby with gamers, man, they don't give a shit. There's no etiquette. There's nothing.
yeah.
They're just playing a game. They're not racing. They're playing a game.
Oh, there's a little Formula Mazda spec race. I wonder when they're going to add long races, because at the moment they've only got short, touring,
Yep.
and medium. So definitely have to pit on the mediums, because they're like 7-8 laps, and it's just out of the softs in the medium window.
Mhm.
Oh wow! I don't know what to race first. Holy crap! The entrance for this Mazda spec is like 19 hours from now. Wow. I'll have to do with someone else then. I might go to the Mazda Forza GT series. Join event, 15 minutes. So you get to, like, once you go into a lobby, or whether they call them in Forza, they call them hoppers, I think. And you'll pick a
Alright.
car. You can buy or rent a car or pick one of yours. I think I have all of them, so I'll level this one up. And then you practice for like 10-15 minutes, and then you'll have the race. And you can, in the practice, you can do a qualifier run or 3 laps as well. And then that'll determine your grid position.
Here we go. Fanatec on Fanatec's Facebook page. CSL DD ready to race bundle for PC.
Ooh.
I'm going to see what else they got on their Facebook page. But sometimes they
I got an email.
put up their deals.
Like, time to get excited. Your delivery's pressed around. 2 hours ago.
At the end of the front straight,
excited
it's
about it.
sometimes difficult to see
Yeah,
a turn 1
you can't be
road
excited for
lights.
2 hours.
So use the access road to the
That's
left
too
as
much.
a landmark to know you're about
I
to
saw a
get heavy on
dude,
your brakes.
because this game only just came out. He was like level 100 and something. It's freaking crazy.
Insane.
Dude's got no life, man. Probably like 13 years old. Where's I need to find a tune for this guy. He has to be playing with someone. Like while he sleeps, someone else plays. There's no way. Find tune. Okay. Need. Here we go. Alright, I can't use that. Top speed, good for handling. I'm just gonna use someone else's tune. It'd be better than nothing. Let's go. I'll just qualify straight up. Nah, I'll practice and then I'll qualify. Whoa, this looks fast.
Are you in a McLaren?
What is this? Yeah, it is. It's McLaren. What model is this? Is this, I think this is Israel Adesanya's car.
No, that's a Honda. That's an NSX.
Is this NSX?
Yeah.
What else have we got in this? Let me look at the list. Can I look? No, can't look at the... Oh wait, there it is, driver list. So we're racing the Expo, the Acura, KTMs, and Bentley. Why is there a Bentley? A Dodge Viper and Porsches. Jesus, there's everything. Chevys.
Okay, there's
Holden.
a Viper in there.
There's a Holden in there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I wonder how he's gonna go. What one is it? Number 22. Is that the V8 supercar one?
Yeah, number 22 is the HRT.
Ah,
I think it was James Courtney.
that's sick. Must have the Ford as well. I wonder which Ford they chucked in there. Is it raining? I think it's raining. Yeah.
What views can you use in the game? Like you're using chase cam at the moment.
Got chase cam far, and the cockpit, and then you got this one that's on the dash, so you make it seem like you're actually using the wheel, if you got a wheel.
Like a cockpit view, yeah.
Yeah, and then the bonnet, and then on the road.
Yeah, on the road is the one that I normally use.
Is this the one you use with the mirror?
I've got a bit of a delay from what you and I are saying to what I'm seeing.
Oh yeah, it'd be better.
Yeah, that's what I use. Yeah.
Holy crap! I just got rammed. What an a-hole. You say, oh?
It's hard to see the body roll.
Yeah, if you've got a good tune, this feels kind of... Oh, it is raining, so that makes sense. This corner's crazy.
I'll give you a tip.
Oh, that guy flipped! What the frick? Just a tip, brother.
Sorry, I was just reading a text message from a mate. So what I would do, go to that bumper view, the one that you were just in.
Yep.
And actually, now stay in chase cam. And on one of the straights, stop with your tyre on the white line.
Okay. Let's go before they yell. Wait, I'll go over this side so the guy doesn't come.
Because obviously, when you're in bumper cam, you don't know the external limits of the car.
It's ghosting. And the boys.
Yeah, so put your tyres on the white line. Yeah, now go to the bumper cam.
Ah.
All right, so see your tacho there with your gear number and that?
Yep.
That's the edge of your car.
Where that S is, eh? The soft.
Yeah,
Is that the S? Soft? Yeah, I think that's soft.
yeah,
Why do
that's
I
what that is. S for softs. Now go to the other side of the track and put your left tyre on. So then, if you use this
yeah,
view,
and line it up.
you know where the external limits of your car is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So I like that view. I'm not saying that you have to use it. Use whatever view you want.
So then
But that's
telemetry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I gotcha.
that's how I work out
That's fine.
what the limits of the car are when I use that view.
Because you want to use the limits of the track, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're on bumper cam there, on bonnet cam.
Oh, yeah. Lining up the... So you go on the line. And then fifth. I'm gonna get killed here. Okay, so you sit on the line, and then you go
Yep.
to this view, and that's your limit. Where my S is, and telemetry. That's cool. Wait for these bastards to go. So, that's pretty cool. Good tip.
So if ever you use that bumper view that you're using, you know that those things on the sides that you can see, that's essentially your tyres. That's your tyre.
You know your limit, eh? When you're sitting right on it.
Yeah.
What's your favourite track to race?
Well, I mainly just race Gran Turismo at the moment because I don't have a PC that's capable of, playing racing games, and I don't have an Xbox, so it's mainly just PlayStation games. But on Gran Turismo, there's a track called Trial Mountain, which is a Gran Turismo game. It's not a real life track. It's one that's been around for years and years and years on Gran Turismos, but I like that track in reverse.
Ah, I think I know the one. Does that have those tunnels?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone loves that track. That track's amazing.
Yeah, I like it in reverse though. And I love Spa. Spa is such a good track. Spa is such a good track. I like Bathurst, especially in real life. But in the game, there's a few things that aren't right with that track as opposed to real life. Like where the dipper is on Gran Turismo, there's a strip of grass there. Like there's no strip of grass there at the dipper in real life. Things like that. It's just not quite how it should be. But it like that's huge. I love Nordschleife, like that's mad. But the thing with Nordschleife, like we tend to not use it in too many league races because the lap is so long that if something goes wrong, it's 8 minutes to get back to your bloody pit box.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like it's 8 minutes to do a lap, or depending on the car that you're in, obviously. But Spa is such a good track. I love Spa. That is such a good track. I like Trial Mountain reverse. We actually did a race in one of our leagues. It's just like a piss take race, just a fun race. In between seasons, we did Daytona. But in Gran Turismo, you've got Daytona like the proper oval, or you've got Daytona infield. And we did the Daytona oval. Man, that was everyone. We're like, oh fuck this! But when we actually did it, it was so much fun because you got drafting and stuff. Like it's a different style of driving.
Yeah. And
the Daytona Oval, like everyone come out of that going, man, that was fun. Why don't we do that more often? Like, why is it always just circuit stuff? And it was really, really fun. Like I quite enjoyed it. All the boys enjoyed it because it's drafting and picking your moments. And, do you go around them or do you bump draft the car in front and keep nudging them out and then wait for your moment at the end? Like it's pretty technical and it's pretty tactical as well. Like it was quite enjoyable, to be honest.
And we were doing pretty hard.
Yeah, I like that. I like the Daytona infield. I like that track.
Those NASCAR drivers crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Like, how many laps do they do in a race? I haven't watched.
Depends, because they I think at Daytona it's 200 because it's a 500. It's a 500 because they mainly race in miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Daytona. It's the Daytona 500, which I think equates to 200 laps. At Charlotte they've got the Coca-Cola 600, which is 600 miles. We just had the Bathurst 1000, but that's obviously in kilometers. We just had that last week. Yeah, but that's not a circuit. That's like a full torture test for 1,000 kilometers because that's just concrete barriers, dude. Bathurst is a sick track. Like I love that track in real life.
How many times have you been there?
And you can drive it. I've been there quite a few times.
I've been there like 3 times. But I didn't appreciate it when I went. I just went there to drink. And then I started getting into cars and V8s and that after that.
Yeah,
Oh man, I wish.
Well, if you go there now and actually drive around the track at the speed limit, like 60k an hour, you'll appreciate the track because you'll get to see. You get to appreciate the undulations of the track more. and you'll go, man, they're doing 200 k's around the skyline, really?
Yeah, it's freaking
And when you
insane.
drive around it, when you're driving around it at 60k, you're like, man, there's no way. You know, like it makes you appreciate what they do a bit more. Yeah, and unless you're a car guy, you probably won't appreciate it. Like, there's probably a whole bunch of people that live in Bathurst that couldn't give two shits.
They probably hate that weekend. They're like, ah,
Yeah,
it's coming.
yeah. I'm locked in my house, yeah, especially if you live on the track. Oh, I'm locked here all weekend. But yeah, they've got roads to get in and out while the race is on, obviously.
Imagine living on that track. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
Lucky bastards.
yeah. Man, I've heard, because there's a hotel there just at the Chase, I've heard that it's like 10 grand a night when Bathurst
way.
weekend is on. Yeah, when the Bathurst weekend is on, yeah.
What is it when the Bathurst isn't on there?
I don't know, man. I've never been there.
Maybe it's cheap as
Like,
chips.
I've never stayed
There's a shitty little town not far, Rolleston.
there. Yeah, Candos and Ralston, yeah.
Yeah, go there. It's
Yeah, I used to go there all the time when I was a kid.
so cheap.
Yeah, one of my mates that I grew up with and played footy with, his parents used to run a pub there.
No way. I dated a chick
Yeah.
that worked at one of those pubs.
Yeah, okay.
That was like when I was 19.
Yeah, okay.
I was living in Mussie.
Yeah.
That's where I moved up here.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I suck at Lagoon. It's Corvette's crazy. I lagged out of that multiplayer race. It sucks.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I'll have to sort out my internet sometime.
Well, it's not glitching now. It's fine now.
Yeah, it's running nice, eh?
Yeah.
It's just I got like down in the bottom right of my broadcaster. It's got like kilobytes per second. It's the
Yeah.
frames of the stream and CPU usage. That's the main things you need to keep an eye on when you're streaming.
Yeah. Stay out wide a little bit longer. You started cutting in. Like, see the arrows and that on the road? Piss them off, dude.
They're annoying, eh?
Yeah, I don't have any.
Oh, I saw a setting. I'll show you this setting. It shows you the new track limits because with Forza they used to go from the lines, but now they've gone out to the actual curbing.
Yeah, okay.
See if we can bring it up. Throttle, steering. Oh, my traction control memory's off. That's cool. But now I'm throttling properly. Track limits. Here we go. Show you. Actually, looks pretty cool. It's really bright. It's a good way to learn the track limits. And then I'm going to fly off. Oh! Scared the shit out of me. And then it goes red.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yep.
Hello. Oh, that's cool.
See, you can put 2 tyres over that. You just can't put 4 tyres over it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to do that on Laguna. Fucking sandpit.
Yeah.
Why did they sandpit the whole track? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, Laguna Seca is actually an old lake. It's a dried up lake.
Ah, the whole track.
Yeah, the whole track. Yeah, that whole area is a dried up lake.
That makes sense.
Yeah, straight line that. Straight line it. Yeah.
Ah.
Right. It's a bit odd because I'm telling you to do something, but obviously I'm watching. What's the delay? 20
Yeah,
seconds.
it's pretty long. Wait, I'm hitting the last U-turn now. Where am I on the stream?
You're coming to the first right-hander,
Yeah.
like coming in behind the pits, and you're up to the you're going through the last turn now. That last left-hander.
Now I'm going over the first crest.
Okay.
So it is a bit. What's that? Oh, that's not that
7
bad.
seconds or so.
Yeah.
About 7 seconds or so.
It's not as bad as I thought. Oh, I looked away. Oh, I got this this setting. You can press Y and it'll rewind. I don't know
okay.
if I rewind to the starting line, will it count the next? Like once I go over the finish line, will that be a clean lap? Or will it be dirty? I can't remember. Does Gran Turismo have anything like that? Or you can rewind?
No. I mean, if you're in practice mode, like if you're in a practice sort of custom game, you can just hit retry, but it goes back to the start of the race and you start again from the start.
This Corvette is fat, man.
Is it the ZL1 or whatever it is? Oh no, that's the Camaro.
Yeah. I saw it in... There's a mode called Rivals where it's pretty much just time trial and you just race against leaderboards and gross.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that dude is. The gearing's very short on this. For a supercar.
Is it the gearing or the horsepower? Like, is it just that quick that it's going through the gears quick, or is it the actual
maybe
gearing?
that. Maybe I'm just used to the slow cars. Because I've been racing like pretty much stock cars and VLs, Golfs, that Veloster that I started the stream with.
Yeah.
That corkscrew is scary, eh?
I love it, man. It's sick.
Freaks me out.
Is Bathurst on this?
Not yet. They said they might add it. It's not confirmed though, but they better add it.
They're gonna add it. There's no way you cannot add it. The moment they started adding Bathurst to racing games, everyone had to have it.
Yeah, like it's in Gran Turismo, eh?
Absolutely, it has been for years.
Can you do a reverse? Because they can flip every track in that.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I've driven it in reverse. I did it in my club sport.
That's sick. That's sick. Was that fun? Was it
Yeah,
weird?
dude, it really. It kind of was, because I've been watching it for years, and you only see it in one direction. Right?
Yeah.
Nah, it's only one direction.
Damn.
I'm on Gran Turismo now, but I'm just in home screen.
I noticed that with Forza, they've got, you know, all the short versions, and pretty much you can flip every layout.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same as Gran Turismo as well. Like there's short versions, reverse, and things like that.
Just not every track.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too iconic. They're like, you cannot reverse this.
Yeah, I don't even think you can reverse Spa.
Spa's amazing.
I love Spa, dude. That is such a sick track.
That uphill chicane is insane.
Yeah, Eau Rouge.
Eau Rouge, that's the one.
Eau Rouge and Radius. It's two turns in one. It's two things in one. No, there's two layouts. There's full course and 24-hour layout for Spa. It's nothing to do with the actual track. It's just pit exit where the pits come out.
Yep.
So the full course, the pit comes out on that little bit of a straight, whereas on the 24 layout, pit exit, you actually go through a lane that actually bypasses Eau Rouge and comes out onto that straight past Eau Rouge. That's the 24 layout where the pit exit comes out there.
That's smart. Why don't they do that always? Seems safer too.
Yeah, I don't know, because in real life, when people go through Eau Rouge and they're at the top, they're on the right hand side of the track, which is where pit exit is, and you're flying through them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that can be dangerous.
Some races are nuts, eh? When you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there's one track where they've got it right, and that's Eastern Creek. You know, you're doing 260, whatever it is, down that main straight at Eastern Creek, and then you've got that sweeping left-hand bend. So obviously, and then the next turn is a left-hand hairpin, so you're out to the right-hand side of the track when you go through turn one, and pit exit is on the inside of the track, so it's, you know, you're clear of each other.
Yeah.
Which is really how you want to do it. Like, if you design a track, you want pit exit away from the racing one.
Exactly.
Especially at a track like Eastern Creek where they are flying through turn one. Yeah, because that's like a fifth gear corner, 230k an hour. You don't want someone doing, you know, 100, 120 and coming out in front.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Hey, finally beat him.
Go.
I like that track limit thing. That's cool. It's good to know. Like, if you're not sure of a track, you'd be like, oh, I could push right out to this.
Yes.
Every track has different curbing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ribbon. Oh, you can even change the style of the track limits.
What are the options?
There's that ribbon one. I'll just see what the markers look like. Save. Oh yeah, it's like little flags. That's kind of cool.
How cool is this when you get a new game and you find out all the little Easter eggs like that?
Yeah, I saw this dude like just showing how to tune cars, and I saw the track limits. I'm like, what the frick is that?
Oh yeah, okay. So it's dots instead of a line.
I like how they light up as your wheel touches the limit.
Yeah. Yeah, it sort of turns yellow and goes, hey, you're close.
Yeah.
You're close to exceeding track limits here. I mean, it's a difficult track anyway because if you go wide, you're in the sand.
Yeah, it's so you don't really need it. But I'm trying to think of a track that has concrete everywhere.
But the last one you did, what was it, Homestead or something? Even Nürburgring, perhaps?
Yeah. Lime Rock, not so much. That track's grass everywhere. Go off on that.
So obviously there's a 7-second delay or whatever it is, and I've watched you just go through that left-hand kink.
Oh, up the hill?
Yeah.
Towards the corkscrew.
Yeah, you're braking too late because you're skidding through the corner.
Did you hear it? I was like, ah. I can't get this U-turn right.
The last turn you're talking about?
Yeah, because I go down the first, but it's already redlined. Or I don't think I should. These gearings so weird. I think I should just drop the second. Just go from there. I've got to learn what gear to be in for each time.
That's what I mean. So next time you're on Gran Turismo, let me know and I'll jump on. I'll do some practice with you and I'll show you how to understand gearing and things like that. And, driving without aids, like without traction control and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just turned them all off. So
unfortunately in Gran Turismo, you need to have ABS on. Like even the best drivers in the world, because
I always see that in the
ABS,
leaderboards. They've always got.
Yeah.
You see that little tick.
Yeah. Like I don't know anyone that races without ABS in Gran Turismo because it's just too difficult. Like it's stupid. Like I think that's one thing that they need to work on for people that don't want ABS. Because a lot of the group cars, like Group 3s and stuff, they have ABS on it. But, like, for example, with the V8 supercars that we have here, they don't have ABS. So I think by really tweaking with the ABS settings, like you can have it off, weak or strong. But when you have it off, it's like the cars are just stupid to drive. They're just, pretty much, yeah.
They're just
and a lot of
locking
people
up
have actually, and a lot of people have actually voiced that opinion because sometimes I wouldn't mind driving a car without ABS, but you just can't. Like even a normal street car, it's just stupid.
That's as good as a lap I'm going to get. 1.2 It's cool. Just got to work on that.
That was a good exit out that last turn.
I dropped down the first and I went straight back to second because I forgot. So don't do that. Yeah.
Well, sometimes you can use first to help you slow down and rotate the car.
Now I want to I dropped down the first and I went straight back to turn everything off and go in the cockpit. Sometimes you can use first to help damage. I'll leave a couple of things on.
Same thing though. If you're going to use cockpit view, obviously, your view is sort of obscured to a point.
I used to love
do what I was showing. Yeah, do what I was showing you before, where you park on the line. So then, when you go into that view, you know, okay, that mark on the bonnet or that mark on the dash is the actual edge of the car type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to do it different for the left and right-handers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Each car maybe too. Everything has different seating position. Imagine if you could adjust your seat and stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Wonder why they. I don't think any game does that.
Yeah.
Or I think you can actually change your field of view and stuff with some of the cockpit. Where is it? I saw it. I don't think any game does it.
I'm being asked to race tonight.
You can do it?
I don't know. I've got the car, but I haven't done any practice because it's I think it's a 30 lap race at Interlagos, which is at I think it's Brazil, is it? Formula One race there.
Yeah. I love that track. That track's cool.
You're talking about Interlagos?
Mm.
Man, sometimes I've got to be in the mood for it because it takes. You got to be in the rhythm for it because it's left and right, left and right, left and right.
Yeah, it's kind of like that track, eh? What was
Sorry.
I was doing Silverstone the other day. That track's sick.
Yeah, that is a good track. I love that track.
It's very like I don't know. That layout's amazing. I want to actually go see someone race on it. Formula One or maybe the Indy or something. That'd be sick.
Mm.
So many options. Shift up queues.
I'm actually being asked now by a mate that I race with who lives in Adelaide. He's asking me to go down for the Adelaide race, which is the last round of the year for the supercars.
Wow, that's cool that they
I
am
might
there.
do it. Yeah.
What's that track?
Well, it's a street, so that it's a semi-permanent road track.
Kind of like
sort of incorporates a street
surfers,
track.
eh?
Yeah, but the Formula Ones actually used to race on it, like in the
What?
80s. Yeah. They used to race there at Adelaide before they went to Melbourne.
Smash it, bro. I'll probably get a bed soon. Probably. Yeah, I like that Mouse, man. I'll see you later, brother. Little Owen's running off. And Jesse, brother.
Yeah.
Going to have some beers with the big bro. He lives around the corner as well.
How many of these are there? Fucking hell.
Shane's the only one in Sydney, and me, Trent, and Jesse are up here.
Yeah, okay.
They moved up here 2 years after me.
Yeah.
And Jesse was still in school when he moved up, and he started going to Marsden, but he ended up getting a job at that meatworks I was at.
Yeah.
Shane's got his own company down in Sydney. He's doing good.
What do you do there?
He does graphic design. His main clients is Gatorade, Fluffy, and Kettle.
Yeah, okay.
He's got like 20 clients. So he's doing
Like
really
kettle
good.
chips, you mean?
Yeah. Kettle
Sick.
chips. I'm trying to think of the other ones. It's got heaps.
Are you looking for any workers? That sounds like a pretty cool job to have.
Man, it's sick. He's doing well. I'm gonna look up his website. Shit, what is it? I'm gonna find it. Oh man, I always forget what it is. I'm gonna look at my bookmarks. Somewhere here. Bookmarks.
When it comes time to actually buying a rig, dude, let me know and I'll help you out. Get some good gear.
Oh yeah. It's called Tweak Design. Is it Tweak Design?
When it comes time to actually buying a rig, dude, let me know and I'll help you out. Get some good gear. Good Tweak Design.
There it is.
Are you on a PS4 or PS5?
I've got the PS5 in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I just moved them.
Okay.
Because I got Forza.
Is that what you?
And
is that what you race Gran Turismo on your PS5?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Yeah, because this PC wouldn't play it, I swapped them.
Yep.
The PC wouldn't play Forza, and I was like, oh, I want to play this fast. Okay. Oh, he's got Colgate now. Colgate, Pure Rash, Palmolive, Ajax, Primo. What? I used to work for Primo. Nickaway, Osterlin, AM, Gravox, and Narada. That teacup. Wow. Damn, my brother's kicking it. That's sick. Should get him to hire me. It's like $50 an hour. I did pretty good today on Uber. I was doing Uber and DD.
Yeah. DD, what's DD?
It's like Indian. Is it Indian company or is it? Nah, Ola's the Indian one. DD Brazilian. The Brazilian Uber, but it came over here. It's pretty popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't do as good as I thought. That's alright. Do better tomorrow. That's alright. So everything's off. Except for the time and the little radar from the map. What the hell's that thing? Dirty. Oh, that's the little sector gate. Oh, I love the dash in this thing. Cool.
Is that the Corvette still?
Yeah. It's got a red line indicator. Just take it slow. On the red line.
You're turning too late.
Yeah, wait.
You need to turn. Yeah, you need to turn into the corner.
And
So do you know?
I like
by
how
looking in this view, do you know where your limits are of the car? Like, do you know
yeah,
where the
true.
right tire is, where the left tire is? Do you know where that is?
Let's look at that.
So, you need to turn into the corner.
Right on the line.
I like how looking in this view, do you know where your limits are? Do you know where the right tire is, where the left tire is? Do you know where that is?
Oh yeah, like it's pretty much the center of the dash. I'll do the other side. Oh, there's the turning animation's cool.
Okay, so that little hump in the middle of the bonnet would be your right tire.
Wow, the left side feels weird. It's like pretty much to the left of the steering wheel.
Okay, so that little hump in the middle of the bonnet would be your right tire. Yeah, it's just a little bit to the left of the center of the steering wheel, eh?
Yeah.
So when you're looking at the windscreen, you've only got like a little bit of a gap, like between your left and your right. Because when you're in the cockpit view, you can see that little narrow hump in the middle of the bonnet. That's pretty much your right tire, and that little you can't quite see because the steering wheel's just in the way.
Yeah, hey, it's so chunky.
For your left wheel. Yeah, for your left wheel. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But at least you know, looking at the windscreen, that if you direct that little narrow window, you know that's on the left ripple strip, that's on the right ripple strip, you know that you're not exceeding track limits and you're not going off the track.
See that?
Oh, bang! Tires.
That was crazy. I was looking at the little hump. Oh damn. This feels heaps different.
Yeah.
It was scary. I wonder if the wheel animation will match, because I noticed a couple of games are different. Like I think there was a big criticism of Forza 7 with the steering animation, was it only went to like 90 degrees.
Right.
Whereas this one seems about 90 as well. I think there was a big criticism. Oh no, yeah, it goes all the way 180. It only went to like 90. Dang it.
Looks like this goes 180.
Yeah. That's heaps more than 90, eh? I don't know why they made that choice. That's... like, no car does that. Doesn't make any sense.
This goes 180.
Heaps more than 90. I don't know why they made that choice. Yeah, this steering wheel's weird. It, like, blocks my...
Yeah, it sort of sits above the dash, like the shape of the wheel, because it's flat on the top.
Yeah. I wonder if... it might have been Gran Turismo where I saw the field of view options. Gameplay. Pitting. Camera, here we go. Different field of views. Cockpit. Maybe if we fiddle with this, get a better view. I'm setup's pretty similar. It's a bit more back so I can see that mirror more.
Yeah.
Steering wheel's still the same, in the same spot.
Yep.
Maybe if I go put it down. Go all the way, just see what it looks like. Probably gonna look weird. Custom field of view. Driver, that, I'm doing the wrong one. Go back. Interesting. I think this is the first time Forza's introduced field of view into a game. It's kind of cool. Doesn't seem.
I don't think you have. I don't think you have quite those settings in Gran Turismo. I don't think you can change field of view, but you can change the actual view, but you can't
Actual
change
position,
the field
eh?
of view. Yeah.
I'll probably do that
So,
next. I think about it. You
like
want to go a
you
little higher.
Yeah, like you got bumper cam, you've got bonnet cam, roof cam, or whatever it is, chase cam, cockpit view. But I don't think you can actually change the field of view in those views.
Yeah. Cockpit. Right now.
Oh, pardon me.
Camera motion. Drift camera. Reduces the setting movement when the car is at peak. So many.
Can you do liveries
settings.
and stuff in that game?
Oh yeah, there's a massive community that. As soon as this game came out, they did like all the classic, all the V8 liveries are on there already. There's
Yeah, mate.
like all the WRC classic liveries like Colin McRae and the Subi. What car did he move at? I can't remember. What did he go to after Subi?
You talking about Colin McRae?
Yeah, was it
Ford?
Ford. What model was it? I can't remember.
Focus, was it?
Do you remember what year?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm scratching my head. Hey, I cannot
Late
remember.
90s, early 2000s?
Yeah. Felt like he betrayed everyone.
Yeah.
Was it weird watching Bathurst without the Holdens? I felt weird.
Yeah, I was. It felt weird watching the first round of the year up at Newcastle. Like, yeah, the hosts of the show, like on Fox Sports, like your Larkins and your Scaves, they're all like, "Oh yes, it's the era of Group 3," and I'm sitting there going, I wasn't as enthusiastic as they were, because to me it represents the downfall, of manufacturing in this country. And it's deeper than just looking at a car, a Camaro on a racetrack and a Holden on a racetrack. It's the end of manufacturing, people's jobs, the economy. You know what I mean? That's what that represents to me, and it was quite sad that it's come to that. So it's taken me a while to sort of get past that.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they look good and all that stuff and whatever else, but it's what's going on in the background in order for that to happen,
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, it is, mate. It really is.
I remember when they did the last commie and they did a big celebration about it, and I was like, yes. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's a bit sad. So we're all cheering and last car off the line.
Yeah. It is sad, mate. It is sad.
My friend's been going over and buying muscle cars and importing them over here and then selling them, flipping them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bad because now that the commie's out of the picture, that's like a big option for collectors now. Damn, I messed up. Corkscrew.
The last Commodore, the ZB, I don't want to be one of those guys, but I'm sort of turning into one of those guys. That wasn't a Commodore. That was a European thing with the Commodore badge on it. Like they they released it as a front-wheel drive 4-cylinder. Like, that's not a Commodore.
Yeah, that's weird, eh?
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, the very first Commodore was a 4-cylinder, like back in the 70s. But they obviously read the room and gone, we need something a bit more than that. You know, to me, the last Commodore was the VF. Like,
yeah,
it
the
looked
VF
like a
was
Commodore,
nice, though.
you know?
My auntie had
Yeah, was it?
the clubby version, and
Yeah.
oh, she drove it into a parked car.
Oh,
Didn't even get to drive it. I was so pissed off at her.
yeah. I had a VX Club Sport Series 1.
Oh, VX was nice.
Yeah, that's my favourite shape. The body kit was aggressive, like it, you know, the spoiler, the front spoiler, the skirts, the rear bumper, like everything on that car looked like a HSV should, you know.
I don't know why, but the VY. I don't know why, but the VY. That one, I liked it.
You did like it, or you didn't?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I didn't mind the VY, but in the VZ, to me, they went a bit silly with it. Like they started putting in these side flutes on the rear bumper bar and front bumper bar.
That did nothing, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
for
like
flair.
yeah, but it was too much. Like there was too much going on.
Yeah.
And the VE, it doesn't matter if it's a HSV or a Hulk, but I just couldn't get into the VEs. They just looked too square looking for me, and
Yeah.
then when they
It was a bit of a stepping stone. I feel like they had to go with that shape, and then they worked on it. They're like, yeah, we need to improve this, and that's how.
Yeah, and that, yeah, they streamlined it into the VFs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the front bar styling, the rear bar styling, the headlights and the tail lights changed. Like it was a good looking vehicle. Good looking vehicle.
It's my
The
dad.
build quality was top notch.
I don't remember what his daily is now. Shit. I was too busy looking at his Jag when I went down there. The Jag was nice.
Yeah.
What? It's pretty good. Oh, I'll finish this lap. I've been streaming 2.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah. Might end the stream and take my dog for a walk. I
Yeah,
walk
fair
about
call.
3Ks.
Yep.
It's a good little exercise for him.
When you guys came down, did I only have Chief at that time, or did I have a Raya as well?
I think you just had Chief.
Yeah, I think Araya had passed away at that stage.
Yeah.
But we used to do 6Ks.
Wow. Where did you walk?
Yeah. So down near the train tracks where I lived at Rivo there's like a cricket oval, and I figured it's 100 meters by 100 meters by 100 by 100. So it's a 400 meter round. So I figured if we do 5 laps, then that's 2Ks, right?
Yeah.
So from the house, we used to walk in one direction and down to the cricket pitch, which is about 2Ks. And we used to do 5 laps around that, and then we used to come home the other way, which is about another 2Ks.
Damn, that's a pretty big walk.
Yeah, mate. They loved it, bro. Like, they're snow dogs, right? They just
You need
eat
to
that
work
shit
away.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
like
3K is this little Chihuahua's limit.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, with little legs like that, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
equivalent of a 10K walk for little legs like that.
We get to the park. We have to have a little rest
Yeah.
before we go back.
Yeah, poor
Park's out
bugger.
halfway.
Yeah.
But he'll run home. Like he'll
Yeah,
walk there,
yeah.
he'll be fighting it, but then he's like, oh, okay, here's the home stretch, and he'll want to run
Yeah,
the whole way.
yeah. Mate, with Araya, dude, like when I used to walk Chief and Araya, Chief would sort of go from side to side, pissing on every tree and every telegraph pole. But Araya, man, you could see in her back legs, like her hips used to drop down because you could see her back paws were like gripping the concrete like the footpath.
Oh man.
And it's like her back paws are just gripping the footpath. She just wanted to go, And because you can just see the power in those legs, dude, because they're bred to pull sleds and shit, mushing and all that stuff, and going through snow, and you can just see her back paws, like her toes used to spread out. It's like she was literally gripping the footpath with her back legs, and you can just see because she's trying to go, so like the front lifts up and the back sort of dips down. You know what I mean? Like the hips go a little bit lower to the ground, and you can just see the power.
I don't know how we went from direwolves to sausage dogs. It's crazy. Like how they evolved.
Someone fucked up somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's create that.
Yeah. Doesn't make any
and
sense.
then when they did create it, they still thought it was a good idea and gone, yeah, let's create some more.
Oh,
It's like the first person to ever milk a cow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the first person to ever milk a cow would have been someone somewhere on a farm chewing on some wheat, going,
yeah.
"I'm going to go and pull on those," and then they see what comes out of it, and the first bloke goes, "Yeah, I'm actually going to drink it."
That would have been like the neighbors, eh? Like, look at those freaking weirdos.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
and then they drink it, and they're like, "Oh, it's warm."
Oh, I saw some dude.
'Cause-
He's having breast milk in his lattes and shit.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I ran out of milk today. I'm just gonna use my missus milk.
Interesting.
I heard it
Interesting.
tastes terrible.
Oh.
You see my Civic? Put a body kit
Yeah.
on it. Big
Yeah,
fatties.
that looks sick. Yeah, you got the Fanatec down the bottom there.
Yeah. Because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a wheel one day. I'm gonna put that on the side of the car. Because I actually
Yeah.
don't have any sponsors in this game. It's really weird.
Yeah, okay. Look,
Like-
when I was talking before about the high-end sim gear, like there's Husingfelds and things like that. Now with Fanatec, when it comes to sort of consoles, like Fanatec's the way to go, because all that high-end stuff is usually PC stuff.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with Fanatec. Like Fanatec is still good. Now I've got my mate that I was telling you about that lives around the corner from Harry. He's got aftermarket. He's got Husingfeld pedals, and what you can do, you can actually use those with the Fanatec gear. But he's had nothing but dramas. So what you can get this little thing. It's only about the size of a wallet. It's called a drive hub. But you need to buy another control, and it has to be an aftermarket control. So
Oh.
what happens is you plug in the aftermarket controller into the drive hub. You plug everything, all your pedals and wheelbase and everything into the drive hub. And what it does, the drive hub tricks the console to make it think that the aftermarket pedals are Fanatec.
That's trippy.
So you need-
so kind of
yeah.
like I can't remember what they call
It's
it.
it's like a piggyback type system.
Yeah. They used to do
but-
that with the consoles. You could have a controller port, and then you put your mouse and keyboard in it,
Yeah,
and then trick it
essentially
into
the same
being
thing.
trick it into being a
Yeah.
controller.
So, for example, because all of my stuff is Fanatec, everything plugs into the wheelbase, and then the wheelbase plugs into USB into the PlayStation, and away you go. But because you now got a different brand pedal that's a different brand to the wheelbase, your wheelbase and everything needs to plug into that drive hub. So essentially, the drive hub is the controller.
Oh yeah.
But he's had nothing but dramas with like disconnections and stuff like that. Like, I've seen some people on YouTube that do the same setup as him, and they run faultless. But he's the only one that I know that has done it, and he's had nothing but dramas.
That's weird.
Yeah, which is a shame because he spent so much money. Because those Husingfeld pedals, like, they're not cheap. He bought them secondhand on the Gold Coast, and he bought the drive hub secondhand, and he was having disconnections and stuff like that. So he ended up buying a drive hub brand new, and even the remote control he had to buy secondhand. I don't know if he's ended up buying a brand new one of those, but it just hasn't really worked out in his favour, where he was actually considering going back to the V3 pedal because he had the V3s. So he's actually considering going back to the Fanatec pedals just to save dramas and just having everything in the same ecosystem,
Did you adjust your V-freeze?
Yes, I have. I have adjusted because with the V3s, you got different rubbers to give a different pedal pressure. And there's also a preload tension as well that you can wind in and wind out. I tried the very firm pedal, but to me it was to me, I like a softer pedal, so I can control the trail braking stuff a bit better, because when you've got a stiff pedal, it's constantly resisting against your foot. So when when you brake hard and then you sort of release a little bit to trail brake, you still have to apply a certain amount of pressure to it because it's constantly pushing it back against you. So if you get off the pedal like too much or at a certain rate, it'll fight you all the way and sort of make it give no brake pressure.
Yeah.
So with a softer pedal, I can control the trail braking a bit more, and I can adjust it by the preload.
Can
So
you
I've
make
got
it so you can heel toe?
No, because I use with the race cars and Gran Turismo, you're not really using the clutch. So I'm a left foot braker anyway, and I'm a left
true.
foot brake.
So you're a traditional racer.
Yeah, I'm a left foot braker in real life as well.
Damn.
How
many people do that?
Yeah, it just comes to having the Chrysler, like the hardtop. You remember the white hardtop we were talking about that I had before?
Yeah.
I've always been a left foot breaker from those days for the last 15 years. Yeah, I'm a left foot breaker in that, left foot breaker in the Chrysler. I'm a left foot breaker in my daily Colorado.
Damn, you'll pick up the racing real easy then.
Yeah, so that's where the speed is though, Dean, is in the brakes. Yeah. That's where the speed is.
It's going to take me a while to get used to that because I've always used the right foot.
Yeah, and you can still do that. Like one of the guys that I race against, the dude's a freak. He's an alien. He's a right foot breaker.
Damn.
On the console, yeah, he's a right foot breaker on the console because that's how he drives in real life, and I'm a left foot breaker in real life. So I'm just
that transition's so good to lap times, eh?
Yeah, but when you see the GT drivers in real life and the Formula One drivers in real life, they're a left foot breaker as well, because with Formula One, the left foot brakes, the right foot accelerates. You know.
Yeah.
And that comes from karting. With the karting, the right side's accelerated, left foot's the braking.
Yeah, karting's so fun.
Yeah. Greg Murphy is my favourite V8 Supercar driver. He was a left foot breaker. But it has its pros and cons. Like one con that was against him, like for example, with the Bathurst 1000, when you're a right foot breaker, you get off the throttle and then you move across to the brake, and that little split second, you're saving a little bit of fuel every time you're on the brakes. You're saving a little bit of fuel. With Greg Murphy, he's braking straight away. So there isn't a transition period from your foot to go from the accelerator to the brake where you're saving that little bit of fuel.
You'll see him throttling while he's braking, eh?
Sometimes, yeah, and braking while he's, when he's coming at the end, like getting off the throttle, he's already on the brakes. So there's that little bit of overlap.
Yeah, I remember watching the telemetry, and I was like, how the frick is he doing that?
Yeah, and they used to watch him all the time. They used to have pedal cam all the time with Greg Murphy because it was so interesting to watch. Because with the V8 supercars back in the days, like, where that series originated from, like the Group 3 and Group A days, you still had a clutch and you used it conventionally. You're off the throttle, on the clutch, let the clutch out back on the throttle. And then they started incorporating dog boxes and things like that, sequential shifters. And even back in the day where what they used to do, even though they had a dog box, when they're on the throttle, they might not necessarily use the clutch, but they would actually get off the throttle really quickly with their foot to try and cut, because otherwise they'd just buzz them.
Yeah.
And then, so what they do now is on the actual gear stick, the actual part that they grab, there's a little micro switch there on the top of the gear stick where the actual handle is. And when they go to pull on that lever to change gears, that micro switch cuts the ignition for a split second. So they don't actually need to use the clutch to go through the gears when they're accelerating.
They can just blast it, eh?
Yeah, so when they pull that handle, it cuts the ignition for a split second to try and save everything mechanically.
But when they're down, online players, we're using clutches to save fuel.
Yeah. There are actually some cars in Gran Turismo that are clutch cars.
That's crazy, yeah. And then you can...
Yeah, but the fact that I don't actually have a gear stick, I just have the paddles, I don't use the clutch.
Yeah. So you'll see guys run lower fuel loads and just coast.
Yeah,
so cheap. That's sneaky, man.
Yeah, and you can change your fuel mapping as well in Gran Turismo, which I'm sure you can in Forza. I haven't seen too much of Forza at the moment; it's just come out, and obviously I don't have an Xbox, so I haven't played it. But you can change your fuel maps and stuff in Gran Turismo. I don't. Even when I'm fuel saving, because when you change your fuel map in Gran Turismo, it has an impact on how quickly you get out of corners and how fast you can go. So for example, if you're on fuel map 1, which is like using all the fuel, and fuel map 6 is using less fuel, right? Say for example, you're on fuel map 6, so you're using less fuel. When you go to accelerate to come out of a corner, it's a delay, like it's a very slow progressive build up in acceleration.
I think they have them in Formula 1 as well, hey?
Yeah, they do. I don't do that. I just short shift my gears. So I still have because when you're racing someone and they're up your ass, you don't want to, for me, I don't want that delay in acceleration because then they'll just get past you too easily. I still want that same feel of acceleration, but I would just change my gears sooner.
Yeah.
So I'll be in top gear before they will be, and that's my way of short shifting gears. So then that way it comes down to racecraft, positioning your vehicle to try and stop them from overtaking you, make them go around you, things like that.
Yeah,
So
defend the line,
I find it's better for me to short shift by short shifting and save fuel that way instead of actually using the fuel map, because the fuel map retards acceleration and things like that, and I don't want that.
Does it depend on the car, how soon you would short shift?
Yeah, there actually are some cars that even if you don't need to save fuel, they are just as quick by short shifting. So, for example, the Group 4 WRX, we just did in one of the leagues that I raced in. There was a one make series. Everyone raced the Group 4 WRX, and everyone's revving them out. And I'm like, you can go. I was setting my lap times were just as fast by shifting halfway.
Damn.
So now I spend less time in the pits because I'm using less fuel.
Yeah,
and they're like,
drop.
Hey, man, you're running the same times as us. Why are you, how are you beating us? We're running the same lap times. I'm like, yeah, but you're not looking at the big picture. You're not looking at your time spent stationary in the pits.
Yeah.
So this comes down to strategy and things like that. So what I would do is, when I'm trying to work out a strategy, first of all, you need to work out how long is it for a pit stop for just tyres. Don't worry about fuel, because you can work out fuel because you can set the refuel rate in the settings of the game. So you can work that out. You can work out, righto, it's 22 seconds. By the time I get off the track, change my tyres and get back on the track, it's 22 seconds, for example. Now, if your refuel rate is 5 litres a second, then you can add that on top. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, how many laps is that race?
It depends. It varies on the car, depends on the length of the circuit.
Yeah.
For example, if you're racing at Spa, which is like nearly 7 kilometers or whatever.
It's so long into this.
Yeah. Because what we do is we work it out. We go, right, usually every race is a 50-minute race. And you go 50 minutes divided by 60 seconds is 3,000 seconds. And then you go, righto, it's a 2 minute 12 lap time, for example. I'm just speaking broad numbers. And 2 minutes 12 is what's that? That's 132 seconds. 2 minutes and 12 seconds is 132 seconds. So then you divide your 3,000 seconds by 132 seconds, and that gives you the amount of laps.
What's the track you're going to do tonight with the boys?
Interlagos.
Interlagos, that's right.
Yeah, and it's a car that I've never driven before. I have it because I've won it from doing licenses and things like that. It's a Group 4 car. It's a Group 4 Alfa Romeo. The 4C or whatever it is. So it's a little racy looking thing. The 4C Group 4 is what it is.
Yeah, hit them up. That was sick.
Yeah, I might. There's only 2 spots left because I'm sort of humming and hawing. Because sometimes I don't want to race; I just want to watch.
How many drivers total?
It's a full lobby, 16.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told the boys you might be interested once you get a PC set up to join our F1 as well. They usually do
absolutely.
Sunday or Monday nights.
Yep.
The last couple of seasons, they call it the Eggs Benny Cup, and one of the boys won it. So every time someone wins it, they'll change it to their name. So now it's the Jabroni Cup. One of the boys' name's Joe, so we just said Jabroni. I think he won again, so it's gonna stay the Jabroni Cup. Fast, man. I was lucky it was my teammate, but I missed 3 or 4 races because it was at 8 o'clock, and I usually go to bed at 6.
Yep.
But now I'm going to bed at 4 because I'm starting at 12 in the morning. 1:12. Smashing out do an Uber while there's no cars. It's so easy, man. There's like no one on the road. Just zooming around Brizzy.
Yeah, okay.
Preach up cake. Oh, I'm gonna log off, bro. Go walk this dog before he dies. He heard me say walk an hour ago.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get a bit of practice in, man, and I'll give you a bit of coaching and whatever in terms of setup and strategy and a bit of racecraft and whatever, dude, let me know. And we'll have to do it on Gran Turismo, though, because I don't have that game.
That's all good. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, let me know when you're on, Buzz, and we'll... I
can watch you take off.
Something out.
I'll be in the background.
Yeah. Look, it's not going to be identical because obviously you're on a controller and I'm on a rig, but when you get your rig, we can work on it again.
Yeah, that'll be
But at least, yeah, at least we can get you some basics down and things like that, and understanding how cars move and things like that. We'll work something out.
Too easy, bro. Thanks for that. That's awesome. I'll see
No
you in the
worries,
next
brother.
one.
Anytime. Yeah, absolutely. But when you see me, when you're on Gran Turismo and you know my username now and you see it coming up, let me know.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
All right, pal. Speak to you.
Too easy, bro. Gotcha.
See you, mate.
Man, definitely get schooled. I'll have to set up my cord and shit, and then we can voice chat in PlayStation. But if you guys enjoyed the stream, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Go walk the dog time.